What are some of the common excuses that we as entrepreneurs make that actually leads to burnout? It's like, there's always time for me tomorrow. I'll handle that later. Oh, but this is important now. It can't wait. There's just so many internal dialogue that goes on in our mind that actually continues to allow us to put ourselves last that we really, really and truly need to stop. I'm going to find out tonight, who's that accountability partner? Is it going to be my business coach? Is it going to be my husband? Is it going to be a friend? Let's go out there and make sure that we're not carrying the weight of the world on our shoulders ourselves. And that includes... Welcome to the Disruptionist, where the status quo has no seat at the table. I'm Jess Singh, and this is your invitation to join the movement of game-changing, boundary-pushing strategies that will take your marketing, branding, and customer journey to the next level. Let's get disruptive. Entrepreneurs and business owners, can we all just talk about this crazy need to always overcommit? As an entrepreneur, I'm sure you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm sitting here in this chair right now, having to deal with the fact that I've completely overcommitted to all the things that I think that I can do. So as entrepreneurs, I think one of the things that we all want to do is we want to be able to do as many things as possible. But what it does is it stretches us sometimes so far that maybe we're not able to have the impact and create the same quality for the things that we're trying to commit ourselves to. Right now, I'm sitting here probably with not enough energy to necessarily do the best in terms of delivering content for you, but this is about me getting super real. This is something I know that each and every one of you as business owners has felt from time to time. So why do we feel that we need to sometimes commit to more things than we're capable of doing? The answer is that we're just trying to serve as many people as possible and have the greatest amount of impact in our lives to the people that we're here or that we feel that we're here to serve. But the reality is that if we don't take the time to rest and to really be considered in what we choose to do on a day-to-day basis, we might actually suffer from burnout, or maybe even worse, we might be producing things or offering things that aren't the best, of standards, and we might later regret it. So what are some of the things that we can do to basically stop from overcommitting ourselves and actually starting to have the impact that we really want to have? One of the things that I know I need to do is sometimes you need to slow down to speed up. So for me, I know that one of the things that I really need to do every morning is to make a little bit of space for myself to really think about what are the top 3 things that I can do today that I can do really well. And then if I don't get anything else done, I'm still satisfied that I've done something that's impactful, that's going to move my business forward. Now, it's in my calendar and I have to actually start honoring that time that I've set aside. I also have time in my calendar at the end of my working day to do a bit of a wind down, to reflect. One of the things that this would enable me to do, if I do honor it, is to look back at that day and to really take a moment of gratitude as well that, you know what, we set ourselves to have a few things that we wanted to achieve. We've actually achieved them. And sometimes that's actually a really, really great outcome. This whole concept of checklists and it can drive us all crazy. But at the end of the day, I guess what I'm trying to say here is that by trying to do too much all at once, maybe we're just not really getting anywhere and we're kind of going around and around in a circle. I don't know if this resonates with you, but as an entrepreneur, I'm also a mum. I'm also actually working in a full-time job as well. And there's just so many things on my mind. As a modern day entrepreneur and woman, I'm actually managing things like my children's timetables. I actually plan all of the family events that are going on in our life. If it comes to a holiday, I look after all of our finances. There's just so much on my mind. And I also at the same time want to have a real impact in the world and actually help people like yourselves learn about marketing and branding and things that are going to propel your business forward. So some of those examples that I've just given you, they're very much giving you an insight into, I guess, the busyness that's kind of there, the weight of the world that's on my mind. And you know what happens when you're well and truly overcommitted? You're probably not looking out for number 1. And that's the case with me. On that massive list of kids, work, business, just being a good wife, mother, daughter, I'm often the last person on my own list. And I think that's the thing that overcommitment puts us in danger of. So we want to try and be our best selves. We want to turn up with the right energy. We want to turn up in a way where we're here for as long as we can. So for me, the risk of my overcommitments is that I'm putting my own health on the line. So today, I haven't had a chance to even have a meal to eat. And I'm sure that's something that a lot of us have felt before. And it's not a sustainable thing. So going forward, if I want to be able to work with as many of you as possible, having a couple of days in a row where I'm not actually stopping to have breakfast, lunch, and then waiting till the evening to have maybe not the healthiest choices, it just means that I'm not going to be around as long as I want to be able to help you, have the impact that I want to in the world. So this is really me getting super real and sharing what happens if we do overcommit ourselves. It's the risks that we take as entrepreneurs. And we hear about it all the time to be mindful, and that balance is super, super important. But if there's just one single person out there that's listening to this going, oh my God, I know exactly what you mean. I've really got to stop it. Yes, Jess, you're right. I do need to take a break. Me, for example, I don't drink enough water. And right now I could probably guzzle like a whole liter. Do you feel the same way? Is your sort of like overcommitments in business work, is it having this kind of effect on you? What are we going to do to stop it? That's what I'd like to know. And this might be a topic that I explore a little bit further. It's something that I need to talk about with my own coaches as well. They're often sort of saying to me, there's no point in being in business if you're not taking care of yourself. I know that my family and friends would hate to know that being an entrepreneur sometimes for me means not actually taking care of myself. Entrepreneurs are probably people that everyone think, oh, they've got their shit together and they're just super, exceptional people, high performing, but it comes at a cost sometimes. So I guess that's what this episode is about, is just to talk about it, be super real with you that this is happening to me. And maybe as we progress and we sort of engage over the next couple of episodes and over time, maybe I can share with you what is really working for me. But to sum things up, I have all the intention in the world to be really considered with how I spend my time during my day. And I put it in the calendar, but that's not enough. I'm going to have to start making it an actual practice where I take that half an hour in the morning to really think about those top 3 things that I want to do for today. And then also at the end of the day, reflect and be, really grateful for what I did achieve. So I'm going to ask you to be the ones that challenge me and ask me how I'm going at sticking to that 3 top things to achieve in a day. Ask me how and whether I'm taking the time to be grateful about what I did achieve, because together that's how we're going to make a difference. That's how we're going to help each other. It's not just about finding out about the latest marketing trend. It's actually taking care of ourselves and each other as entrepreneurs. So I hope this has helped someone out there. I'm keen to hear about your thoughts. Let's do this, guys. Let's get the energy that we need. I might not have it right now, but I promise you I will next time. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for joining me on The Disruptionists. If this episode sparked new ideas or challenged your thinking, I'd love your support with a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And don't forget to subscribe to your favorite platform to catch every disruptive insight. For more behind-the-scenes content and to connect with like-minded disruptors, follow me at It's Jess Singh across all social platforms. And remember, stay disruptive.